Hello everyone, welcome back to another brand new video. It looks like Arsenal's transfer window has finally started. I think the club probably think the transfer window opened up a few days ago because the speed now some of the transactions are moving is wow, crazy. In my last video I talked about hopefully when Arsenal signs someone, the next player is going to be a striker. And it looks like me saying that just meant Arsenal went and apparently actually are about to go sign someone. And this one, was it? This signing came out of the blue. We're going to talk about two players today. The first one, we're going to talk about a signing that apparently could be done. And this is Christian Mosquera. I butchered his name, okay? And to be honest, I've never heard of this guy. So I can't even tell you I can't tell you anything about him, but apparently from the people who have watched him, he is a really good young prospect. The guy is 20 years old. He's coming from Valencia. Apparently he was about to enter his final year of contract, and I think Arsenal souped him up. They saw a bargain and they got him. And to be honest, a centre back. I didn't really think Arsenal were going to sign a centre back. And I saw the rumours, but I really didn't think a centre back was that much of a priority. But apparently they're getting him for under 19 million euros. And the people who have watched him apparently actually compared him to a Rudiger, a really talented centre back and a one with a lot of potential. And I think that's what Arsenal got him. He apparently plays on the right hand side, so I think it's clear why we got him. Cover for William Saliba. And now that means in terms of centre backs and defenders, we now have Ben White, Timber, Saliba, and then this new player Christian, Gabriel. Then you still got Kivio. Then you still got Calafiori. Then you got Miles Lewis Skelly. 8 defenders, and guess who else? Then you still got Tomiyasu. 9 defenders. Wow, crazy, crazy. But clearly the manager thinks that we need more defenders. I don't know. I will probably did because of the fact that you can't really count Tomiyasu right now. This guy's constantly injured. Timber, yes, he's a Timber. He's been playing through injuries. Ben White as well playing through injuries. So I think Arteta decided we need another centre back just to cover Saliba in case Saliba did get injured. Because to be honest, we really did get lucky with that, with Saliba not getting injured. He didn't get injured for a very long time. Especially probably since the first time we challenged for the league, and then that's probably when he last got injured. But it's clear that the club clearly think that backup for Saliba is needed. And like I said, I haven't heard much of this signing. I don't know much information about the player itself. But the only thing I'm hoping, another defender, another goalkeeper, we got another backup midfielder, we go. I'm just hoping that they're trying to get these cheap deals done. And then for the rest of the window, attack the priority. The signings that they really attack their priorities, which is, of course, we all know why, is a striker and midfield. Sorry, a striker and a winger. Because to be honest, right now, these signings that come into they're really not going to take us over the line. Like, let's all be serious, okay? You don't have to justify every single signing that comes to the door. You can be honest with yourself. These signings that are coming to the door right now, as of now, which of them really raise the ceiling? Which one of these signings really get us across the line? Probably none of them. Like Zubimendi is a brilliant addition. He's going to come straight into the first 11. But the rest of them, they're not really going to get us over the line. So we need to invest players. We need to invest money into players that are going to get us across the line. And that is forwards and wingers. But it's clear that Berta is setting a lot of targets. Apparently Berta was critical in pushing this deal forward. So take that as you will. It looks like Berta does have some influence. Of course, a lot of fans were interested to know how much influence Berta actually has. Was he just there? Was he just a yes man? Or did he actually have some powers? And it looks like from this deal, he does have some powers. But look, like I said, it's some decent signings, but I'm not going to go start throwing a parade in the streets because, to be honest, like I said, these signings, they're not really going to get us across the line. These signings are not going to, it's not like they improved our first 11. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, like I said, the only thing I'm hoping for is we're getting these cheap signings out the way and we're going to focus on, I'm hopeful we are going to focus on the rest of the window trying to get our main targets, like the forwards in, okay? But talking about forwards, this is a signing that I like to see, okay? These are the signings that Arsenal fans like to see. Apparently, TalkSport have stated that Arsenal have added Eze as a number one, as one of the options to their left wingers. And for me, these are the signings that are going to help you get across the line. We need more of these signings talked about, Eze, Rodrigo. But apparently, Eze, look, we all know Eze. There's nothing much more to talk about him in terms of Eze and the quality he has. But apparently, he has a release clause of apparently around £68 million, which can be paid in 3 installments. There was reports saying that you read up that Crystal Palace wanted way more than £68 million originally, and then they compromised with him that they were going to accept his release clause, which is payable in 3 installments. And for me, look, Eze, take him. I would take him all day. The only thing about Eze that makes me question if Arsenal are really going to get him. Firstly, Arsenal, some Twitter, I forgot what his name was, apparently said that Arsenal already agreed personal terms with Eze. He's open to move. The only other club interested in Eze is Tottenham, and let's be honest, Tottenham are crap. So if it comes to us and Tottenham, we're winning that battle all day, every day. So there's nothing to worry about. There's no other teams in the race for Eze that are really going to threaten us. If we really want Eze, I'm sure Arsenal will be able to get him, because also he's an Arsenal fan, and I think he came from the Highland as well. So it makes sense why he comes to Arsenal. But Eze, the only look, I would love to get Eze. I would love to get Eze. He's a brilliant player. The only thing, we know what Arteta is a fan of. Arteta is a fan of players being able to hold the width. And Eze, let's be honest, although at Crystal Palace he plays on that left side of the attacking positions, left side of the attacking mid, where does he really fit into Arsenal in terms of Arteta style? He's not a traditional winger. And do you want a midfielder on that left wing who is going to cut in all the time? Like with Eze, a player like Eze, you need to give them free roam. Okay, you need to give them free roam. So that means someone in that team isn't going to play, whether it's a Martin Odegaard or Declan Rice. That's the only way. Those two positions is probably Eze's best position. You can't put a player like Eze in the wings and tell him to hold width. What a waste of his talent. He is a player that has to be in the center, or at least close to the box as much as possible, so he can actually do some damage. So, and with Arteta and how structured he is that something he's willing to compromise? Is he willing to give Eze that much freedom? I don't know. I honestly don't know, because even some of our common players don't even have that much freedom. You look at the likes of Saka. Saka is still having to track back. So is he going to give Eze that much freedom where he doesn't have to stay, in the wing that much, holding the width? Is he going to be able to cut in? Because if that's the case, if you want a midfielder who's going to, go and hold the width, Eze is not that type of player. You go sign a traditional winger. But apart from, I don't really care about that. For me, he's such a top player, and he's these type of mavericks that we need, those unique players that can create moments, and Eze is one of those. And that's what I think Arsenal need more of that. We don't have enough of that. We have Saka, and that's it. The rest of them are too robotic, too structured, really can't do anything off the cuff. And Eze is one of those players that can do something off the cuff, and he would be a great addition. Would I take Eze or Rodrigo? I honestly don't know. To be honest, if you give me Eze now, instead of waiting for Rodrigo for the rest of the summer, I would probably take Eze. I'll literally take Eze. We all know he's Premier League proven. He's a good player. He's an Arsenal fan. And with Rodrigo, you don't even know if the guy wants to come. 1 minute he wants to come. 1 minute he wants to leave. The next minute he's tweeting Hala Madrid. So which one? I'd rather take Eze at this way. If it's what's the point of chasing a Rodrigo if you don't even know if he wants to move? Clearly he may be open to moving, but he's not pushing for us. So what's the point of chasing another winger like Nico Williams and then finding out near the end of the window that he didn't even want to move in the first place? What a waste of time. But yeah, guys, that's just my thoughts. What's more important is your thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you think of Eze. Do you think Eze will be the one to be able to get us across the line? Do you think we'll even sign Eze, considering the fact that we already agreed personal terms with him? Who knows? Who honestly knows? I feel like this could be a deal that could be done potentially before the start of our preseason, but I honestly don't know. I feel like before we get Eze, there has to be a few more outgoings, because to be honest, we still got the likes of Zinchenko in the team. We still got so much trash in the team we need to get rid of. So for me, I feel like Eze only happens if we get rid of another player. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.